Hello wonders and welcome back. As you can see, I changed location today. It's a playground. Yeah, didn't feel like filming at home. Anyway, I'm sorry to say this, but today I'm afraid I'm gonna complain. Yeah, this is just going to be a long rant. Sorry. So I know that I actually already talked about communication issues, but recently something happened and I feel like sharing with you. So before saying anything, I really want to make sure that you understand. I'm not saying it's always like this, and I'm not saying every Chinese person is like that, or this is something that always happens. But since this channel is about sharing my experience, and this is something that happened to me that really has unsettled me, I feel like I still have to be honest and just say the truth and state things as they are. So I actually thought before last week that everything was going great. I've been in this family for a month and I was like, oh, they're nice. I like the child very much. We have fun and everything is great. Until they complained. I'm here not just through the family, but through an agency, which I'm not going to name. But if you want to know just the name, just write to me and I will tell you. And they complained to the agency. They didn't complain directly to me or even just come and talk to me. They complained to the agency. They started to say that I am lazy, that I don't do my chores, which I'm not supposed to do, just so you know. This program doesn't involve for me to doing chores or cooking or anything, just taking care of the child and practicing English with her. And that's all I have to do. But I do chores anyway, like doing dishes, cleaning my floor, because cleaning my room, the bathroom, because I have a lot of free time and I think it's right. And they complain about the fact that I don't cook, which I'm not supposed to do, but I asked many times if they wanted me to cook, just to let me know that I could go to the grocery store. And they say, oh, okay. And that was it. And then they complain about it, that I don't cook, that I'm lazy, that I don't do my chores, that I don't care for the child. And this is something that really bothered me the most. Because first thing first, they're never with us. I'm always alone with the child. Whatever we do, we're always alone. It's just always the two of us. So when they complain about something they don't see, I just don't understand. They said the child said that I push her away, that she thinks that she annoys me, that I don't want to stay with her, spend time with her, which is just stupid. Because first thing first, how can a child understand an adult that way? Even a foreigner is even harder for her. How can she think, how can she see something that, of course it never happened anyway. I'm here as an aupair. The whole point is taking care of the child. That's what I'm here for. Why in the world would I not take care of her? Why in the world would I push her away? How does that help me? How does that help anyone? It just makes no sense whatsoever. But the thing that really made me frustrated and kind of angry is the fact that the agency, they didn't even bother to ask me, is it true? What happened? Can you explain? No, they just stated it. And I must be honest, in a very rude way. Not just, saying, oh, I heard about this, it happened like that. No, they were very, very rude. And I feel like every time they just say, oh, it's the language issue, because, Chinese is very different. And I can understand that. The Chinese language doesn't have so many polite words and it's much more direct. But still, that's not an excuse to be rude, because the things they said, they were offensive. They weren't just direct. There's a big difference. They were just rude. And I just felt like, why are you being like this? I'm here alone in a country thousands of miles from home, and the only people that should support me are the host family and the agency. And they attack me. You're just against me. How do you think that this makes me feel? At least a little bit lost and confused. Because I was quite confused about the whole thing. It's like, why? what does this even come from? All this complaining. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And the fact is that the family never said anything at all for a whole month. That's why I was just, oh, everything is great. I was so happy. I was really happy. And then this happens, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't even know what to think. I don't even know what to say about it. I was at least mad and hurt, hurt. Because it's an exchange program. I'm supposed to be part of the family, and what they've been telling me after that is that they hired me, and this is my responsibility, and I'm a failure. That's literally what they said. And even it's being even worse. I'm not just repeating every word, but that's basically what they said. So I was utterly confused. And they also complain about the fact that I do say inappropriate comments and I offend Chinese and Chinese people. Why? I mean, I'm here in China as an au pair. I came exactly here because I wanted to know about your culture, about the things you do, the way you are. And you tell me that I offend you, that I say impolite things? First thing is not me. And second thing, it makes no sense. Why would I even come to China if I just had to complain about it with you? On top of that, why would I be that stupid? I'm sorry, I'm just not that stupid. I'm just not, sorry. So I just feel like I can understand there's a communication issue because they're very different. They're more reserved when it comes to talking. Oops. They're more reserved when it comes to talking. Well, where I'm from, we're very expressive. We talk with the face, with the hands, with the body, and we put feelings in what we say. So I can understand that sometimes this might take you aback and say, oh, wait, are you being aggressive? No, that's just the way I am. But I'm not saying you have to understand me every time, but you might ask. You might try to understand, because I didn't know that this could be unsettling for them, the way I tell things, the way I explain myself. I didn't know. So you could have at least just wondered, just asking me. I mean, I'm not saying they have to get used to me. I'm not saying that. And I can see that this might unsettle them. But still, before just saying, oh, you're rude, just at least ask me. I can explain to you, in my country, that's the way we are. We talk normally. It's just normal. There's nothing. I'm not being aggressive. I'm not being offensive. But they didn't. And when you actually ask for a foreigner to come into your house, you at least might consider that this thing might happen. That everything is not just the way you see it sometimes. I adjust to everything here. I adjust to everything, every little thing. And that's how it's supposed to be. So I'm not complaining about it. That's just how it's supposed to be. But at least when you ask for a foreigner to be in your house, to live with you, you might at least consider that things for them might be different. That they're not like you. You can't expect for me to come into your house and act as a Chinese. I'm not. As much as I can adjust to you, it's not gonna change the way I am. And I must say, adjust to anything. I'm very adjustable. I am very adjustable, so that's not the issue. So I know this is just a long complaint, and I'm not saying it's always like this. Well, I didn't know it was like this before last week, anyway. But there are things sometimes I want to complain to. They never tell you things in advance, as you saw in my video. And this keeps on happening and happening. They just change my day off. Sometimes it's one day, sometimes it's another. And I know it the day before. And that's, you make plans and you just wonder why. Since there was a holiday, you could have told me, I'm not saying a month ago, but a week ago, maybe, since it was a programmed holiday. But whatever. So I'm just saying that sometimes things can actually be unsettling for me as well. But I do adjust. And I feel like I'm the only one, though. I'm the only one trying to understand. And I'm not saying, as I said, that they have to adjust to me. I'm just saying they might at least wonder, are things actually different for her? Are things actually not just the same all the time? That's all I'm gonna say. So really sorry guys, I didn't really want to rant, but I thought this is part of my experience. And if this kind of issue I'm going through can help someday someone else that comes to China and wonder, wait, what's going on? Just don't freak out. I didn't. I mean, in the beginning, maybe a little bit, but then I just came to the point where I had no guilt whatsoever. I do my best. I work very hard for the things I have to do. I always work very hard. And there was nothing I could do anyway. They could just do whatever they want. They could even send me away. There's nothing I can do about it. So it just came to the point that I thought, whatever, don't care. Whatever you want, nothing I can do to change it. Nothing I can do to change your mind if you don't want to. So, sorry guys, I really hope this, I know it was a long rant, and I promise next video is not going to be like that. I promise. I will try to make it interesting and fun. So, if you didn't, get too bored and too, annoyed about the fact that it's just a long complaint, please do hit the like button below and share the video and comment to let me know if you think I'm crazy, if you think that I'm just a bad au pair, or if you think that, these things might just happen. I guess they might just happen. So please also do subscribe to my channel to be updated every time when new video is out. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I update pictures over there pretty much every 2 days or so. And I'll see you wonders next week.